stars on a console stack. Circuit maps, it's my head. Dust storms on the fan blade edge. One spark, then the screen goes black. I trace that trail, bring it back. Slot tech, boot it up, let's go. If it clicks, I reload. From the desk to the video, watch me bring that dead gear home. Slot tech, watch the pixels glow. Every stream, every episode. If it's right, I still say home. Slot tech, we make it go. That's life again. From one start to plays like new, my friend. Oh yeah. Sloth tech, boot it up, let's go. If it glitches, I reload. From the desk to the video, watch me bring that dead gear home. Sloth tech, watch the pixels glow. Every stream, every episode. If it's right, I still stay Slot tech, we make it go.
Thank you, Vince. I had it muted. I forgot. I went to just go tuck my kids in real quick. So kids are in bed. Yo, how's it going, everyone? Sorry. Oh, we got Rusty Russ in the house. Happy birthday, Rusty Russ. Everyone give him a happy birthday. It's his birthday every day somehow. But yeah, sorry about being muted. Thank you, Vince, for the heads up. I got an OLED switch that I bought. It was eBay buy, It came with the console, Joy-Cons, and this bag of goodies. Let's see what we got. Lips. I'm not good at reading lips. So let's see what I got here. And $40. The eBay listing said no power. The guy had it up for like $160. I countered offered him or whatever. I think I said $130. And so with shipping and taxes, it was like $141. Uh-oh. Do I lose my Twitch feed? I think we lost Twitch. Or just me. What'd you say, Russ? All I see is just me. What did am I losing? Oh man, I'm dropping frames. No man, we're dropping frames like crazy right now. What the hell? We're gonna pause for a minute. We're slowly coming back. See if it comes back. All right, we're back in green. Are we back? Are we back? We back? No idea. All right, Russ, you got me back? Got my Sloth Tech mug here. And it works out. Oh, this is really tight. So it works out, a beverage of your choice in a koozie fits nice and snug in this mug. Look at that, snug in a mug. I don't know if we're back or not. Somebody tell me we're back. Should be back now. Somebody tell me. I guess I could check on my phone. Let's see if we're back.
Because I'm gonna steal the pot hotspot. You gotta subscribe if I pull this off. Even.
What are my kids watching? It says I'm live. Yeah, we're. It says I'm live. Yeah, we're back. Okay. Probably lost all my viewers now. My 2 viewers left me. All right, so Vince, we back on Twitch. It looks like. Yeah, I have an issue with my internet provider. Sometimes it drops frames 3 times a stream. Sometimes it doesn't at all. I changed settings, modified stuff. Nothing seems to be working. So I don't know where it dropped you guys, but OLED switch. Bought it on eBay for $140. Shipped. The guy wanted like $150. Came with all this stuff, so it came with the dock. So we got a dock. The big, nice big power supply. Yep, we good. Thanks, Russ. Came with HDMI cable. Nintendo brand HDMI. Came with these 2 little guys. And this. I think it was a good price. I feel like it was decent. I was expecting so it said the console does not power on was the issue. So I got it home, or it got delivered yesterday. I attempted to power it on, and I could not get it to power on. Plugged it in, no power, nothing. It was definitely dead. So I checked. I got this little USB tester thing. So I stuck that in. Did the test. Can you guys see that? Everything green. Flipped it. Everything green. And then I held the power button in for like 30 seconds and went to my son's baseball game. Didn't have anything. I come back from the game. I plug it in. And after plugging it in, I see a battery, low battery indicator. I'm like, okay, is it working? Left it plugged in, and 20 minutes later, it's working. Fixed. I got a switch. OLED. Didn't have to do nothing to it. But never leave well enough alone. I have some mod chips here. So I got mod chips. I might be doing a kamikaze on this, and probably not tonight, but maybe on my next stream. But I'm just super excited that, I mean, I'm kind of bummed that I didn't have to fix it. I was hoping to fix it. Oh, we got someone in here. Yo, what's up, someone? Thanks for joining. So I'm happy, but then again, I'm sad. I was hoping to have to take it apart and fix something. That's the whole reason I bought it, was to try and fix it, to learn stuff. So I guess I'll do my first OLED mod chip install. That'll be probably the next stream then. So we're gonna turn this off for now. And check this out. So I now have 3 switches. How crazy is that? So I had my own that I modded, put the mod chip in a month ago. And the last stream I did, you guys saw me. If you watched my last stream, you saw me work on this guy, which was a failed mod chip install. And a bunch of the caps by the SP1 and SP2 were shorted, and 5 of them were missing. And I had a heck of a time trying to solder them with my soldering iron. It was not working. And hey, we got a Reflex in the house. Michael, how's it going? So I struggled trying to get my soldering iron with just, I was using the tip of it, and it was not holding heat for some reason. Hey, we got Chlor Slug in the house. What's up, Chlor Slug? So the tip, I could not get the heat to go to the tip of it for some reason. I tried 3 different tips, and finally I went to hot air, and I should have just went to hot air from the beginning. So I was able to fix that. I got this running. Let me see. And it's a little dirty right now, but as you can see, I put the mod chip in off stream. It was actually it was kind of nice to actually work on something and not be streaming, because I wasn't sure how much time I was gonna have. I didn't want to start a stream. And have 10 minutes in and leave. So I ended up getting the mod chip done in like 20-30 minutes. It was really, really easy. So now I got 2 modded switches now, and an OLED. Give me 1 second, guys. I got something climbing in my backyard, a cat or something. Or a raccoon. It looks like a raccoon in my backyard. raccoons are in my yard. If you stream it, we don't believe you. Or we don't believe it. You paid for the chip. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I did do a video of it. Maybe I could actually make a video someday. Someday, guys, I'll make a video. That means I gotta learn editing and stuff, and I'm not ready to do that. But let me see what else I got. So we're gonna mod chip install on an OLED coming up in the near future. But what I'm really here for tonight is this guy. This here is the monitor from a CNC mill at my work that I diagnosed at work. We found out that these backlights are not working. So, and how I did that was we removed the monitor, and I was shining a flashlight through here while we were looking at the screen. And when I shine the flashlight in here, we were able to see the screen. So that tells me our backlight is not working. So once I figured that out, I traced, you know, here's our backlights. They're CCFL, or I forget what it is, but these are high voltage AC, which goes off of this inverter. And then you stole the monitor. Damn it, Russ. That's why I drink my coffee. So, I did post this on Andy's Discord yesterday. If anyone had experience with this or how to figure it out, because I just learned a lot from this. So this is the way this works is it gets 24 volt DC in. Russ, you're learning all about power supplies and stuff right now, so this is right up your alley. Maybe you can help me out. So we got 2 pins here. Maybe I could zoom in on this, or actually I'm gonna go to the microscope view. That might be easier. Oh, I forgot I have. What the? Why did? Give me a second, guys. All right, where was I? Microscope view. I forgot I have. What the heck is going on here? Why is Siri coming up every time I try and do something in Stream Elements now? Oh. There we go. Somehow I must have hit some button or something on my phone. Alright. So, I also... Check this out, guys. I didn't even tell you guys. So, you guys could see me. So... instead of USB powering my camera up here, it's now powered through the 12 volt, which I put a splitter. One goes to my light and the other one goes up here, and that allows me to change the brightness now, because I was having issues with how bright my scope was. So I fixed one issue there. So we should no longer have a dark microscope view, but we still might. But let me show you guys here real quick. So we got the V in, voltage in, you got ground, and we got this guy here. That's a capacitor, I guess. We got a coil. We have two MOSFETs or transistors here. You see, oh, you guys can't really see it. You got a emitter, collector, and base. So we have two MOSFETs. Then you have your transformer here, two resistors, two more of these guys, and then we have our output, which I'm not really sure. So these are AC out, like 1,000 volts. So I'm gonna try and be careful here, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this board. That's the first thing we're gonna do. Or maybe, I wonder if I should just I could just try and tap into the power. Should I just run 24 volts to it and see what happens? Looks quality. Thank you. Looks good. Oh, you're talking about, so the microscope looks better now. Thank you. I just know I was not able to change any settings before with the USB plugged into there. So now I'm at least able to do that. So let's see, I have my power supply. 24 volts. How many amps should I run this at? I have no idea. Should I just try and inject 24 volts into this and plug these in to see if they like maybe start? Because I was reading ChatGPT helped me out with this, and it said it's either these transistors, which is probably what it is. It works on a Royer, I think it was Royer principle, where there's no PFC circuit here. There's no power factor corrector. It works somehow bouncing back and forth, and when one turns on, it turns the other off. And that one, somehow they just keep switching back and forth. Is there a rating on the nameplate? I have no idea. Where would that be? So here's a part number for you. You want to search that up. AO2B0222, whatever. That thing is Fanuc. They call it, so it's pronounced Fanuc. I always pronounced it Fanuc my whole life. And I found out recently it's Fanuc. So I'm going to see if I could inject voltage right to this. I'm not sure if that is the right thing to do. Oh, hold on, guys. Because apparently it could, somehow it sends, so it sends a, if you plug it in, do you get voltage to that board? Yeah, so if right here's my 24 volt input from the power supply. I get these lights come on, or the whole thing works. I get 24 volts to these two. The backlights just do not come on. Like I said, we were able to plug everything in, shine the flashlight through this, and I was able to see the monitor. So the monitor, everything works perfectly fine. It just doesn't have a backlight. So I'm thinking if I just supply 24, or maybe I should pull the board off first. If you plug it in, do you get voltage? I really don't want to break this thing. Before I put power through to this, maybe someone else knows, is this a bad idea to put 24 volts directly into this board? And I want to see if maybe the backlights flicker. I'm gonna turn my light off. We're gonna see if we get at least a flicker, because what happens is there's initial voltage, and then there's startup voltage, and then there's running voltage, and I think somehow this thing somehow automatically switches. There's something in there that tells it once it started, okay, we're started. Now let's go to our running voltage, and then it stays at a constant something. Because I know these CTFL, I might be saying that wrong, CCFT or something. They're fluorescent bulbs, I think. Maybe someone could correct me there. I'm trying to think about this before we just jump to voltage injection. I'm thinking I'm just going to send it. We're going to 24 in, and we're going to see if we get a flicker of light from any of that. I'm going to turn my whole lights off. Let's see what happens. Okay, lights are off. I'm kind of hoping we don't see anything, because that tells me that maybe it's the MOSFET or transistors then, and we'll be able to pull them out and test them. So I'm at 24 volts, 1 amp. Ready? I heard noise. I saw a light come on. Did you guys see that? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Or maybe I should inject voltage into the input side. I'm going to turn the light back on. I didn't like that. Oh, Russ, you heard it? Something made noise. And I think I saw... So there's LEDs underneath here. I think those popped on. Yeah, I hope this, you know what? You guys just want to see magic smoke. All right. Maybe I should just power it through here. I'm not sure which one. How do I see which one was positive and negative? Okay, so the one on the right is positive. So maybe I could just power it that way. But I gotta make something to get in there. Or tap into that. Or I know what I could do. Can I use some leads? Ready to clip. All right, so if I go that to negative, this might be the wrong way to do this. I'm not used to injecting voltage and stuff, guys. So if we give it our power here, so we got a negative. Make sure we're not touching anything we shouldn't. Again, negative. And then I could touch that one. And that should turn it on. And you guys should see LED lights down here light up. That's what I was seeing when I was at work. So I'm going to try that. Let's see what happens. All right, power supply is on. our negative is on. Can you guys see those LEDs down there? Yes, you can. We got Chris the F. What's up, Chris? Alright, I got too many things in the way here, guys. Give me a second. Okay, ground is on. Ready? I saw a spark. Maybe that was a bad idea. Or is it supposed to spark? I mean, it's got a fuse there. I assume the fuse is on the positive. That's where I'm going with this. So right side was fused. I'm gonna try that one more time. I do have a thermal cam, so who asked about a thermal cam? I can thermal cam it, but we don't have a short anywhere. We might now that I'm doing this. This might be a bad idea. Okay, so it did the same noise. I don't like it. I don't like it, guys. We're making sparks. I don't like it, guys. I'm gonna remove this module. I'm afraid I'm gonna mess something up here. Now, a little knife here. All right, we're taking this module off. I just cut myself. This knife's sharp. Okay. I hope I didn't mess anything up on this. I think it's like a $1,000 monitor. Okay. Let's remove this module. We got Farm Tech in the house. What's up, Farm Tech? So we're gonna remove the module and isolate that from the board because that module itself is only $100. So I'd rather remove it and test on that than what I was just doing. That was probably a bad idea. So we are going to add some solder to this and try and remove them. So this has one, I think there's 5. 1, 2, and then 3 on this side. I'm just gonna add some solder to it to fill it up and hopefully make it easier to remove. And I did get a new toy. I got this little solder sucker from AliExpress. So we're gonna try this out. If that don't work, I do have other options we could try, but let's see how this works. me see. So I got it down. I don't know if that worked or not. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, that worked really good. Look at that. That was cool. Looks like the other one worked too. This thing works pretty good. It was like 10 bucks on AliExpress. It's a Relife. You see that? Can't see that. Relife RL-084 Pro. Is that the Engineer brand one? I have no idea. I've never, or the only time I ever used something like this was, I don't even know where it is. I think I threw it away. I had one that was like plastic or whatever, and it never worked. It never really worked. So that worked good, I think. Get my tweezers out. You'll be able to see it. Not sure if that one's completely off. That one's off. That one's off. This one looks like it's still got solder on it. We're going to try and hit that one again. Yeah, no, this was AliExpress Relife. Oh wait, no, that just dropped right out, so that was off. Why does it keep leaving that big? It just sucks a lot of solder out. So that works good. Look at all that solder. Did it just suck all that out, or was that from the previous hole? I have no idea. That worked pretty good. I don't know if you guys could even see that. I'm sorry. Look at all that solder it sucks out. We're just playing with it now. I would say it works pretty good. Oh, look at that. You guys can't even see it. Boom. Just like that. So, spits out solder and it'll drop on board. Okay, so that, oh yeah, look, there's a bunch of solder right at the tip of it right now. Oh look, the tip comes off. Okay, so it's got like a silicone tip, and then that's got a bunch of solder stuck in it, but that just cleaned up real easy. I don't know if I like the silicone tip though, because that kind of like forms right around what I want to do. You're gonna drop solder on board in places you shouldn't and potentially bridge. Yeah, I was trying to be careful with that. I did see, you know, I was trying to make sure I didn't. Yeah, I gotcha. I did make sure when I pushed it down, I was doing it off the board. But yes, I agree with you. It might drop solder somewhere. As long as I just clean it off, I guess. If you suck some lube up, it'll stop it blocking. Okay. So WD-40. I have WD-40. I didn't even think of that. So kind of like coat the inside of this with WD-40. Is that what you're saying there? let's see what's. I got you. All right, so this is. It's all aluminum. Got a spring. You got, there's some solder in there already, just from what I did. I don't know, for $7 or whatever. Not bad. Let me get some WD-40 and see what happens if I suck some up. Okay. Alright, we're coated with WD-40 now. Thank you, Chris. Let's see if that helps out with that. So now I need to test some of these components on here. Maybe we could remove these MOSFETs or transistors. I forget. Are they the same thing? I'm still learning about all that stuff. We got base, emitter, collector, base, or else there's gate, drain, and source. Is it the same thing? I don't know if that's all the same thing, and they just have different names, or same names, same thing. They just call it different, or if it's for, you know, you got N channel, P channel. I'm not familiar with all that stuff yet, but we can remove those, and I think there's a way to test them by diode mode on the multimeter, and we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna take that guy off first. Let's just see which way he is in there. All right, so when it's facing this way, we see C3665, and that other one I assume is the same number. I can't see what numbers are on that one. And then this guy here, that could be at fault too, or maybe maybe we should just check for cold solder joints on this. Didn't even do that yet. So that's got. You got two there, so we got 1, 2. See, I'm not really sure how transformers work. You have an input and an output, and like, why is there so many input, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different coils here. This is all blowing my mind here, how these things work. But somehow they take DC in, and the only way DC can get converted to AC is if it switches on and off really fast. Bipolar junction transistor uses base collector. Yeah, there's a bunch of different things. But either, I'm gonna remove one, and then we'll see if we could test this. I was able to mess with the power supply from an Xbox Series X, or actually no, it wasn't a Series X. I didn't mess with that one yet, but I was able to remove transistors from something before, and there's a way you could go from base to drain, and then drain the source, and you could turn it on and off, and you could actually see it turning on and off, and that tells you if it's working or not. So we're going to try that with this. All right, let's add some solder. Or I wonder if this, I wonder if this works better without adding solder to it. I'm gonna try and do one. I'm gonna do one without adding solder and see what it does. And actually, I am going to put this in. I did get another new toy. You guys can't see it. I got this guy. I picked this guy up off Facebook Marketplace. This is a Pana vise. You guys can't see the name. Pana vise. So you could lock stuff up, move it around, and then lock it wherever you want it. So I'm going to put this guy in. We're going to try this out. I haven't used this. I haven't really used it yet. But it seems like a great idea, especially like when I was working on controllers and stuff. That's what I got it for. I think I spent was it $80 on this because it came with this base plate, which is really nice. Otherwise, I'd have to mount this to the table. Yeah, so right now we're going to see. Yeah, like if I want to change this around, I could just and you guys can't really see what I'm doing, but just know that it goes all different ways. It's really nice. But now, is it too high for me? Now I gotta really stand up to look at my microscope. So maybe it might have been better off leaving that mounted, make it mount to my table. All right. I wasn't holding it tight enough. I was afraid to squeeze on it. Just came right out. All right, now I'm squeezing on it better. Do we need to remove? We can test pins in diode mode to see readings. Yes, so I can test them while it's in the PCB. Maybe. You guys think I should test it without removing it? I could try it and see what happens. I was under the impression you needed to remove these for some reason. If I can find my multimeter leads. Okay, so you guys want me to test? I'll try and test it, see if we can turn it on and off while it's in here, and see what happens. So I need to be in what? Diode mode? Where's diode mode? No, now we're in diode mode. Is it supposed to beep in diode mode? So it's 5.112, and then if I take that one over there, 1.7. So did I turn it on or off? Or now it should go off, I believe. No, see, this is where I get confused. There's ways to turn them on and off. So we got, I forget what it said on there now. I guess we could just pull it out real quick. So we got emitter, collector, base. So when I flip it, emitter, collector, base. So this is where ChatGPT was helping me. If you read between 0.5 and 0.8, no shorts, it is okay. Alright, so I go from there to there. Alright, my meter is set to beep at 0.5, so I should probably change that. So we get 0.5. So emitter, collector, and base. Let's do ground on base, positive on collector, and then go positive to emitter. And then if I go back, so now I want to 0.8. Is that what it was before? This is why I'm glad I'm doing video of this. And then what if I do ground over to here? So we got 2.0, 1.2, still at 2.0. What if I go like that? I think my tip's loose. It is. Okay, so that's saying it's okay. We got Midnight now following. Thanks for the follow, Midnight. Yeah, see, I need to be writing this stuff down. I have a bad memory. All right, so if I go emitter is positive. I thought there was a way to like turn this on and off. Like I remember seeing people like use a pair of tweezers right now to like turn it on and off. 1.2, 1.7, and if I do that, does that turn it off? 1.7, 1.2, same thing. How do you turn this on and off? I flip these. 1.2, 1.7. So that's not changing anything. Let me flip my leads around. 0.5, 1.2. Now we're 1.2, so that just changed. And 2.0. So I did just change something there. 1.2, 2. How did I do that? Will that change it now? 1.2, no. What about now? 2, 2, 1.2. How did I get them? 2, 1. Either way, that's confusing for me, guys. I need to study that a little bit more and figure that out. So let me check the other one now. So if you guys are saying that's good. So the other one is this guy. These three. So 0.8. 1.2, 0.5, 1.2. Now let me go back to that. Did that change? 0.8, 1.2, 0.8. Okay, so the transistors are good. Is that what we're getting here, guys? So what about the transformer here? How do we got different stages or something on there? Or you got the primary and secondary. So the primary is all these guys. Are these all connected somehow? I don't know. not sure. So let's maybe I'll switch to continuity mode and see what I can see here. So if I go from this one, that one doesn't reach anything on the other side. Okay, so these two go together. So that tells me that coil is good. What about this one? None. Oh, well, those are obviously they're together. So none of these coils go together. How are they connected? This is where this is where I get confused. Again, easily confused. All right, so these two are together. These two are together. So we got 1, 2, and these are not together. And these are obviously together. What's that? That must be a fuse or something there. Maybe I should flip that around. Oh, that's a jumper. We got resistors here. I could check them. We got one. So we got 2 resistors. How do I check resistors? Is that ohms, I think? Two point 2.329 on that one. They look exactly the same. Let's see if they measure the same. 2.329. Alright, so they measure the same. What else can we check? I guess we could supply voltage to this now. Let's do that. So voltage in. So ground. Ground is up top now. Let's see what happens. I'm not worried if I break this. Okay, so that's 24 volts, and that should supply 1,000 volts AC over there. Will my meter even read that? What is this thing? What's up, Dave? It is an inverter for backlights on a LCD monitor. So I don't know if you're here in the beginning. So I got LCD monitor for one of our CNC mills at work that I diagnosed that these backlights are not staying on. I don't know if they're even turning on, but we don't see any flicker or anything. But we notice when we shine a flashlight through this with it powered on, we're able to read the screen. So I pulled this board off. We were getting 24 volts to this board, which powers the backlights. So we're going to try injecting 24 volts into this right now and see what happens. Russ wants to see the top of this. So if you search this number here, guys, look on my bottom right, that number, CXA M10M-L, you'll find this module on like a LCD parts store. It's like $130. What do you want, Rusty? Let me see. I'll show you the whole thing. these two guys over here. I mean, they could be the problem. Actually, I didn't test them. I didn't even, did I even, I guess I should test if I have a short there too. I didn't even do that. I guess a short across something would cause it to not work, right? Let's go to continuity. Okay. Oh, you can't see. So if we do continuity from ground to VN, we got nothing. And I'm not sure how these AC ones work. So I got nothing for those, but there's one that says out ground, out 1, and out 2. We got a coil here. Okay. Ground on the left side. .24 volts on that side. Again, is 1 amp too much for this, guys? I have no idea. I don't know how many amps I could. I'm gonna go to half an amp. Let's see what happens. Ready? So basically, it's a, yes, Dave. It is an inverter. It converts. It doesn't have a power factor correction chip or nothing. It runs off of my research said. I believe it's called the Royce principle, where you got 2 transistors that just keep turning on and off to regulate or it creates a oscillation between the 2 transistors. You got a sine wave oscillation, and that steadies the voltage, I guess, depending on whatever resistors or something you have in line with it. And that's how they set the output to, I think it's up to 1,000 volts AC is what I should be getting off of these. And we have, like I said, there's 3 outputs, or I really don't know. This is all new to me here, guys. I'm used to working on consoles, and if even that, I'm still learning how to diagnose them and stuff. So I have it set up 24 volt, and I'm gonna put this on AC mode and see if we get anything. I don't know. Is there a range for multimeters? Will they do 1,000 volts? I don't even know. If you can't fix it, you can fix it with a buck converter. I really don't know. So what I was told is, instead of using this inverter, Russ says wait. All right, I'm gonna wait. Instead of using an inverter, I could remove these. No, I'm injecting 24 volts DC, Russ. Give me a second. I gotta find out the correct term for this. It's CC. All right, they're CCFL lamps. That's the correct term I was looking for, which stands for cold cathode fluorescent lamps. There it is. Cold cathode fluorescent lamps, which take very high voltage to start. And then once they're started, it goes to a lower voltage that's constant, and it should just stay running. Then that's how these, it's just like a fluorescent tube. You all miss me yet, Dave? Where'd you go? I still have your PlayStation 5 that has not had any errors. I ran, I don't know if you saw Uber Micro did a video on how to test, there was a testing or diagnostics program you could run through the PlayStation 5 now. I ran that through that 5 and no errors, nothing. been playing it, and no problems. I'm gonna give it back to you. So, and then you'll sell it to somebody, and it'll come back to you probably. Yeah. Correct. So yeah. So you were wondering if it passed. So yes, I ran it through and no errors, nothing. Works great. But I have not tried playing a Fortnite or a game like that. All I've been doing was I played that Uncharted on it. All right, Russ, can I inject voltage yet? Well, you're holding me up here. It's got the bad juju. All right, Russ, I'm injecting voltage. I'm all right. We might see some smoke. Who knows what? But I'm hoping to get some AC voltage out of this. Ready, guys? Here we go. We're at 24 volts and no amps. There's nothing. We got nothing. So, I mean, oh, we got 90 volts. Or no, what is that? Millivolts? I can't. Or 0.0. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so the meter on the screen. Yeah, I don't like that. I wish it. So on my desktop meter here, that's 0.088. And that one's the same thing, 0.088. Meter to AC 1000. I have no idea what. It's on auto ranging. How do I range this? I don't even know. Oh, it only goes to 750 volts. Will that work? I wonder if my other meter goes that high. No. So maybe no load CCFL on amp. So what can I test on this side? This is the DC side. I should be able to see something over here, right? Do I just go probing around? Yeah, obviously this should be my... Why are you beeping? Oh, we're in diode mode. I want voltage. Okay, so we got my 24 volts there. So we have a fuse, which is, oh no, this doesn't have a fuse. So this is one leg, one of the transistors. I got nothing there. I'm just gonna start poking around, guys. Oh look, we got 13 volts on that resistor. So that's one leg of one of those resistors. 24 volts on one, 13 on the other, and that goes to this leg. Maybe I should microscope. Sorry, guys. Okay, so if we go one leg, other leg, so that cuts it down to 13. That one's 13, but if we go to this side, we're up to 24 volts. So we get 24 volts going in, or no, 12 volts going into the transformer on that leg. Obviously these are connected. So 12.9. 12.9. What's going in on this side? We got 24, 24, 24 there, and nothing here. That's ground. So these are ground. And then that's AC that comes out the other side? That's how these things work, right? So I should be getting AC on the other side of this. So do I switch it to AC and check these? Got nothing. Does that mean it's the transformer? All right, hold on. Let me check up on chat here. I'm gonna turn power off. All right, power off. When you test meter AC volt one thing, yeah, the meter only goes, it says I'm at 750 volt range. That's the highest it goes. No load, CCFL on amp, lick it. Means you can't see any ampere. If not, connect it to the load. So you want me to connect the load to it. I do have a bulb here from something else that I took apart a long time ago. This basically takes 120 volts AC in, and I don't know what it does to the bulb. Maybe that's 1,000 volts out, but I thought maybe I could use this somehow. I really don't want to put it back on. Yeah, so Russ, that I had that same question, buddy. I was so confused. Look it up. Royce principle of it uses oscillations from two different transistors working somehow. When one turns off, the other turns on. When that one turns on, it automatically turns the other off, and they somehow go they oscillate back and forth at a certain speed, and that's what generates our AC voltage from DC in such a little small little guy like this. Because the first thing I looked at was like, all right, where's this? This looks like a switch mode power supply or something, and I'm looking for a chip that controls it, and there is none. So maybe this guy's bad. What does that say on it? 400 volt. Is that just a capacitor? Let me see. Let's see what ChatGPT says. I did look this up, and we could see what it says. The hell? Okay. Okay, so it should start automatically when powered. If it's dead, it's a hardware failure, not a control issue. Those never go bad. What is... Okay, so Dave, you're saying this guy never goes bad. Let's see, so it's got an NPN transistor. High voltage, fast switching, used in Royer oscillators, which is what this is called, a Royer. A Royer oscillator is the type this is. R-O-Y-E-R. Look that up, Russ. It says check both transistors, most likely failure. Okay, there it is. With power off, test each transistor. So let's do ChatGPT test. It says base to emitter should be 0.6 to 0.7 volts. Okay, so we're in diode mode. We're gonna go base. So we got emitter, collector, base. All right. Okay. Emitter, collector, base. And we are going to So it says test diode mode, but it doesn't say which probe goes where. How do I know that? All right, so base to emitter. So we got emitter to base. This shows 0.6 to 0.7 it should be. Maybe if I flip them. Yeah, so is that bad? Or is it because it's in circuit here? Base to collector. Now I forget which one's which, damn it. I should write this down. Okay. All right. Collector in the middle. Emitter on the right. All right. Let's see if I could do this. Emitter, collector, base. There we go. Sorry guys if this is this is what I gotta do to remember this stuff. Let me see if I get this where it's not glaring on you guys. I need to get one of those polarization filters on here. Okay. What do we got? How would it switch? Those never are. Test base to emitter junction. Place red positive probe on base. Okay. I'm just gonna do what you say, Farm Tech. Here, looks like you're reading Chat GPT too, unless you know that. All right, so red on base. All right, so red on base and black on emitter. And emitter's over here. And that's giving me 1.1. Show a forward voltage of 0.5 to 0.8. So again, is that what ChatGPT said? Base to emitter. Okay, test base to collector. Keep the red probe on the base and black probe on collector. Okay, so that shows correct. Now what if I base to emitter, base to collector? So we got 0.5 one way, 1.14 the other way. I wonder how this other one's in here. Let me. So that one. Sorry guys, you can't see. I'm trying to read how this other one's in here. So we got. Oh, I see it. So there's a B, C, E. So when I flip it, it's gonna go B, C, E. So let me write this one down quick. You guys can't see. Okay. Test. Okay, let me catch back up to Farm Tech there. I'm gonna put this guy back in. Give me a second, Farm Tech. Test base, red probe on base. We did that, and that did not show. Or that one showed correctly. Reverse junction, swap the probes. Place the black probe on the base. Black probe on base. Red probe on emitter. Okay, 1.14. And then we'll go to collector. It's 0.8. So I think I got bad transistors here, guys. Yeah, see this? This is test of transistor. That's what I was saying. You guys told me I could test it on it. I'm gonna pull it off and see what changes there. But at least now I have video I could go back and look at to see the difference. So we're gonna pull this off and see the difference, guys. But appreciate the help, Farm Tech. Let's pull this guy off. See if I could do this without adding solder to it. That one didn't work. I think I gotta add solder to it, guys. This is my first time using these. Is it working? Oh, look, it's off. Now, which way was that in there? So it was in there. Oh, there goes my monitor over here. Okay, guys. So that was in there this way. So you got base, collector, emitter. Hold this guy up here. We're going to test this out of circuit. See if I can hold it in this vise. There we go. So it is in here. Base, collector, and emitter is what we're looking at. So let's go back and read what Farm Tech said. Give me a second. I gotta go back to chat here. I should have gave that PS5 to my daughter. You still can. You want to buy it back? It's yours, Dave. I feel bad that you gave it to me for the good price, and it had no issues. The whole reason I bought it off you was because you said it didn't work, and I was just going to use it for parts eventually one day. And like I said, it hasn't. Maybe I haven't played. Like I said, let me try and install like Fortnite on it or something. But my kids don't play that. But we'll see what happens then. I'll try and play that for a little bit and see if it breaks it. Okay, so we're gonna do. So this is in here. Emitter, collector, base. Okay, so we want to do red probe on base, red probe on base, and black probe on emitter, and that should show 0.5. No, we're still getting 1.2. Okay, keep the red probe and then move this over to the middle. This one we're getting 0.5. That one shows right. So reverse junction swap. Place the black probe on the base. I'm going to do black probe, base, and red probe on emitter, 1.28, and then red probe on the collector. Well, now we're getting, so now we're getting OL. So we weren't getting that while it was in circuit. So is this where I could turn it on and off, I think. Now that it's out of circuit, let me try this. So 1.2, we're OL. If I touch this, this should not be OL anymore? No, it still is. Or is it? Maybe this got to stay in the middle. 1.8, 0.5, 1.8, 1.8, 0.5. No. Other. Now we got 1.2. So I did. I'm not sure what I'm doing now, guys. I'm gonna go back to read chat down here now. I bought myself a SL550, by the way. Alright, turn the multimeter dial to diode test mode. I'm in diode mode. You know what, guys? I forgot. I have something. I forgot I had this guy. Let's see what this says. Ready? Two diode. No idea if that means it's working or not. VF1 says 4.18 volt. VF2 says 624 MV, millivolts. Oh, Mercedes-Benz. Oh, nice. So we're going to run this test again. I feel like that's in there really good. Yes, even better to test with it's a NPN. Yeah, but so if it was, wouldn't it? Doesn't this show up as a NPN or something? I have no idea. Or does that mean this is bad? Let's pull the other one off and see what happens. See what that one reads. I'm going to try and just do this quickly without the microscope. Try testing in the other direction. Okay, I didn't do that. I believe this is the opposite direction. We will just do two tests here again real quick to make sure. So two diode, looks like same results. I'm gonna flip it. Flipped it. It's in there. Okay. Test. Same thing. Okay. It's a good idea though. Transistor must be placed the right way, so I'm not sure what the right way is. Besides what I did it on 1, 2, and 3. Should I try it on? Looks like there's a divider here. Should I try it on the other 1, 2, and there's another 1, 2. There's a 1, 2, 3, and a 2. No idea. Or there's a KAA down here. I mean, can it hurt to put it in one of these other ones? Let's try the other 1, 2, 3. See what this thing does. Same thing. Let's bring it down here to KAA. KA is Zener or Zener diodes. Okay, so we won't even mess with that then. Let me pop this other one off. We'll see if we get same results with it. I guess I'll do the microscope here. Why not? Sorry, my soldering iron turned off on me. Sorry guys, I have it on a timer to automatically turn off so I don't leave it on. So give it a second. $750 now. There we go. I tried to do this with my left hand. Not as good. Come on. There it goes. So we're not even sure if this is the same chip, but it is. This one is also a C3665, which is the same as the other one. Okay. So we got same chip. So we should get the same readings. I guess I'm gonna put it in the, I'll put it in the tester right away. It says 600 MV, that's 0.6, okay. Okay, so this is our second one. Ah, that's totally different. We got something going on here. Or maybe it's not seated in here right. It's kind of crooked looking. Let me fix that up. Did we find our culprit, guys? Definitely getting something going on here. I'm gonna flip it. So I'm gonna say these are what's wrong with this. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna check the other one now. See if it reads the same since I turned it off. It turned off before, so it might read the same. No, that says 2 diode. There's definitely something going on with these. I think we found the issue, guys. So you're saying that looks right, and the other one is wrong. So I'm gonna check this with my meter now. I forget which one I have in here now. Give me a second. I gotta recheck this one. So this should be the original, or the first one I took out should show 2 diodes. Or yeah, this, okay, this is the first one I took out. I have the second one in here. We're gonna check this one with what Farm Tech asked me to do before. Yeah, we're gonna check that with meter. I gotta scroll up chat. Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna read this, and I don't think. Let me use the scope here. So we got emitter on the left, collector in the middle, base on the right. Untangle my leads. Okay. Test base to emitter junction. So we're going to put the red probe on the base. That is on the right side. And place the black probe on the emitter, which is way on the left. So let's see. Hold on, guys. I wasn't sure how much I could squeeze this. Maybe this is a bad idea, this vice. Okay. Oh, I'm not in... I am in diode mode. This one's not getting... This one's getting nothing. Okay. So we got nothing there. Alright, and then test the base to collector. Let's see what we get there. So that needs to go in the middle. So that got 0.6. So that is correct. I think. Hold on, I got a wire in my way here. I can't read chat. Okay, base to emitter. Base to emitter is showing nothing. Base to collector showing 0.6. I'm gonna scroll down chat. Okay. So base to collector is showing 0.5 to 0.8, but base to emitter is showing nothing. So now let's do the reverse. You guys are probably chatting. Give me a second. I'm just gonna read this. So we're gonna do red probe on emitter, which is on the left side. Red probe on emitter. And then black probe on the base, which is the right side. And that's saying open. Place the black probe on the base, red probe on the emitter, then the collector. Should read OL on one, which is OL on that one. And oh, so this is reading OL on both of them. So this one's reading worse than the other one. Should read OL on one or one for both, indicating no leakage. Okay, so maybe this one is right. Let's see what you guys are saying in chat. Let me look at my chat GPT. What does it say here? Base the emitter should be 0.6 to 0.7. Then open, switch leads, open either way, and then base to collector. Is open. So if we do red probe on base, I can use a microscope here. That we get 0.6. Was I not on it right before? I feel like that took a bit to show up. Let me start this test over, guys. Maybe I was not pressing hard enough on there. I'm gonna go back to what Farm Tech said. Red probe on base, black probe on emitter, and that should be 0.5 to 0.8. Red on base, black. I'm getting nothing. That should be 0.5. So this one's no good. And base to collector, that gets 0.6. So base to collector, 0.6. I'm gonna say, in my opinion, that these are no good. Because let me check. I'll show you what one should read. If I have a good one. I do have something here from another power supply. This one's from a switch mode power supply that I was dabbling around with. But it's totally different, but at least I'm able to turn it on and off within diode mode, I believe. This one's a lot bigger. This one's easier to mess with. So if we go to those two, it is open. That one's 0.4. Now if I touch those, they're still 0.4. What do I gotta do? There. So that just turned that on or off by swapping. So if I do these two probes, we're reading 0.4. If I touch this over to here, that should, now it reads dead short. So that turned that on. This is what I was meaning by saying you're able to turn these things on and off. So I go back to there. Now reading 0.4. So that is off, I guess. Touch that one. Now that's on. And I'm wondering why this guy doesn't do that. Yeah, Russ, I think I found the issue, but I'm not 100% sure. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up two of these guys. They look like they're pretty cheap. Hopefully I get them on Amazon or something. I know they're on AliExpress, I think. But I'm gonna get 2 of these, pop them in, and what do I got to lose? I already ordered, I think we already ordered a whole nother board. But I like to figure out how things work, or what makes them not work, rather, is what I like to figure out. So obviously these are not switching. It's not generating any oscillation with that Royce principle, and it's not starting up because they are bad. And that's what ChatGPT said, is those are most likely your culprit here. And obviously by using this meter and getting 2 different readings with the same part number, tells me one of those is at least bad, or maybe they're both bad. I'm excited to get a new one and see what it tests out. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So let's see where I could get one of these from. This is C3665. They're AliExpress or eBay. There it is. $2.40. $10. $7 shipping. Come on. 5 pieces is 20 bucks on eBay. That's a lot. Let's see what else we got. DigiKey has them. We got 10 or 8 people watching. Yeah, AliExpress. Yeah, 2S, that's what I came up on, DigiKey. 2SC3665, and then I have no idea what all these other things are. That says obsolete. Okay, that's not good. So maybe I can't find one so easy. Oops, I forgot to set. What am I doing here? Oh, there it is. Currently working on. I forgot to set that up. There it is. LCD backlight inverter. That's showing on there now. A little late. Okay, so if I do shopping. Okay, so either way, I could get it from eBay for 20 bucks. I could buy this whole board for $130. I wonder if I should test that guy somehow. That's just a capacitor, right? It says 400 volts. So somehow that's a cap. I don't know what these guys are. Those guys say 27K, 3 kV, TDK. No idea. All right. So, Farm Tech, Russ, do we agree that these guys are what's bad. And I don't know what I did with the other one. And 1, 2. Well, oh no, here it is. Alright, so I got 2 of them. I'm gonna replace them both. Caps too. What? Oh, these are caps also, is that what you're saying? Okay. I mean, I could pull them off and test them. But we already figured those were most likely bad. So we got resistors here with bands on them. Did we check? Do I check those? It looks like, does it go this way? So is that yellow, purple, red, gold? Or does it go this way? Gold, red, purple, yellow. I think gold is the percentage or whatever. I guess I should look at how this other stuff is connected too. But we saw we were getting voltage into here, but it wasn't the correct voltage. Is that? I mean, that's coming from. Yeah, you guys see that? Or you don't see it? Let's look at this real quick. So we were getting voltage on these guys, and those are directly connected to the transistor. So this one goes to here. That was the base. So that's from the base. I'm gonna turn this. So we got base, collector, emitter. So that's base of one. And this is the base of another one. Then we got collector of one goes here. Collector of one goes here. Emitter goes to there. Emitter goes to here. See, I have no idea how all that stuff's connected. Yeah, I'm gonna replace them both. Okay, so those are gonna get replaced. Let me see if I can show you guys this module here. I thought I had something. No, I can't find it right now, but let's see. ChatGPT says check transformer primary, or either way. So we tested both transistors. They did not test good. If one transistor is bad, oscillator won't start at all, and that's where we're at. So ChatGPT, I think nailed this one. As much as I feel like it gives you bad information sometimes, but it says check transformer primary. Transformer is center tapped. Measure resistance center tap left winding to center tap right winding. I don't know what is left and right on there. No idea. What is center tap left and right winding? So we have primary side over here, I believe. Secondary side is these three. Is this the center tap that it's talking about? Or they mean this one is center? Center tap left winding, center tap right winding. So it says measure resistance. Let's see what we get there. I assume it means center tap to this guy. 2.3. And this one's leading load. Do I have to have my leads the right way? I don't think so. So I'm not sure if that's what it means by left or right. So we got, that is the center tap. Does it mean this one? You guys can't see. So if we do the output side, center tap to a left side, 124 ohms. Center to the other side, that's overload too. Does that mean my transformer is bad? I'm not sure. So I think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna order those transistors and possibly buy another one of these boards just so I have it. We need to get the machine up and running. So that's what we're gonna do. It is 11:30. I need to call it a night. I didn't realize it was that late, guys. So Farm Tech, Rusty Russ, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for helping out. Appreciate it. And we got 10 people watching on YouTube. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Hopefully next live stream might be fixing this or doing a Switch OLED mod chip install. So yep, good time. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, thanks Russ. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Is there anyone else even streaming right now? Oh, TFN's here. Where were you hiding? You lurker, you. Later, TFN. Let me see if anyone else is streaming. I'll tell you guys to go somewhere else. I can't redirect yet. But we got Ace. Ace is streaming. Go over to his channel. Go check Ace out. Yeah, Ace is Ace probably knows how to fix this if he was watching this. But that's gonna be it for me. Later.